This channel is making over $200,000 a month, and I'm going to copy their exact strategy to see if I can do the same thing. I swear I'm not greedy. I don't need 200K, but if I make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 in a month, I'll be happy with that. So the recent video has 500,000 views in 9 hours, 8 million on that one, 25 on this one, 16, 50 million. This person is making absolute bank, but it is not a YouTube automation channel, and that's what we care about. So we need to find a channel that is a fully YouTube automated channel where I don't have to be on the screen, I don't have to use my voice, and I don't have to play with Legos. But by the way, this is probably the coolest job in the entire world. This guy is literally a multi-millionaire because he plays and builds with Legos. That's sick. So after some digging, I found this channel called Spit Bricks. It's getting a lot of good viewership, and it is completely automated. They're not using their own footage. They're not using their own voice. They're not behind the camera. So it is completely YouTube automated, and this is a channel that we can actually replicate. They're getting a lot of views as well. 400,000, 130, 55, 500,000. Let's just keep scrolling. 2 million, 730,000, 500,000. So we're going to take a quick look at their channel stats using the vidIQ tool. And any tool I talk about will be in the description. So just check the description if you want to know what I'm talking about. But using the vidIQ tool, it has 3.5 million views in the past month. So on the low end, they're probably looking at around $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 in the past month with just this one YouTube automation channel. And like I said, $5,000 to $10,000, I would gladly take that for a Lego YouTube channel. But now we need to decide what video we're going to make. I would use this 2 million one because, you know, it's proven to work. 2 million views is nothing to mess around with. But that seems like a hard video to make. Lego sets that overuse one piece. I just don't know if my AI script will do a great job with that. So we are going to do this most difficult Lego set just because that is mostly just facts that AI will just nail. It'd be easy for ChatGPT to come up with the most difficult Lego sets. So we're going to do this one. And also, that looks like an easy thumbnail that ChatGPT or any thumbnail generator can make. So we're going to do the most difficult Lego sets as our first script. So head over to the video. This is where things get a little wild. This is something you probably wouldn't think to do. Click into their video description, scroll on down to show transcript, and now the transcript should pop up. Actually, I got to play the ad first. God damn it, Liberty Mutual. Okay, so now the transcript has popped up. If you don't have the Next Level Chrome extension, which I do to make it just a little bit easier, you have to copy and paste all of this with the timestamps. It will be annoying, but just tell ChatGPT to get rid of the timestamps for you. But if you have the Next Level Chrome extension, just click copy script, and it's going to copy the entire script for you. Okay, so we copy the script. Now we're heading over to ChatGPT, the literal best AI tool in the world. You should pay for the ChatGPT 4.0 if you haven't already, but if you don't want to, whatever. I don't care. I don't get money for it, so do what you want. Anyways, copy the script into ChatGPT and basically say, analyze the script, understanding the tone, all the information in the script, the word count, etc., and basically just understand the script. So I did analyze and understand this YouTube script, noting the intro, the tone, the word count, etc. Now we're literally just going to paste the script into that and generate that bad boy. And then it's going to spit out this full analysis of that script that you sent over. The topic overview, the tone and style, the script structure, the word count, key writing techniques, and other good stuff that you don't need to worry about because this is just going to do it for you. Back in the day when I first started YouTube automation, I literally had to do all this research on my own. Lucky for you guys, you don't have to do that. And you can do this for any niche. You don't have to be making Lego videos to copy the transcript, put it into ChatGPT, and tell it to understand it and then create your own. So like I said, now we're gonna create our own using the most difficult Lego sets, and this is what we're gonna do. Using this analysis, create a YouTube script about the 20 most difficult Lego sets and make the word count around 2,000. Why did I just say it like that? Make the word count around 2,000 words. Now just click enter and watch it do its work. So it generated this script, and honestly, it is pretty freaking good. I'm not even gonna lie, like this is pretty good for ChatGPT. I didn't expect it to be this good. So Lego sets have come a long way. This part doesn't really matter. We're probably going to get rid of this in all honesty, but we like it starting from here. From towering landmarks to mechanical marvels, some Lego sets are no joke. Today we're counting down 25 of the most difficult Lego sets ever released and breaking down exactly why they're so hard to build. Let's start with something that technically isn't even a Lego set, but still feels like it belongs here. So this is a very good hook and intro. I'm surprised it did so well, and the only reason it did so well is because it's copying from the video that got 700,000 views. And when I say copying, this is not even close to word for word. but it is using the same format and the template. And basically for the hook and the intro, you want it to be quick and you want to tell the viewer what they're going to get, what value they're going to get in this video. When I say value, that can also mean entertainment. So you get their click based off the title and the thumbnail, and then in the intro and the hook, you reinforce that to make them know, okay, in this video, I'm going to get what I want. And then they're kind of teasing the first thing to keep them watching. Okay, so we have the script. Now we're literally just going to copy the entire script and then head over to 11 Labs to create the AI voiceover. And if you pay for ChatGPT, you don't have to, but if you do pay for it, you're going to get a lot of realistic voices. So you want to find a voice that matches the style of the video. So this one is going to be energetic because it's mostly for little kids. If you're an adult that still plays with Legos, no shame in that. That's pretty freaking cool. You do you, but it is mostly little kids. So we want to find an energetic, fast-paced voice.
From towering landmarks to mechanical marvels, some Lego sets are no joke.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I like Arthur a lot, so now we're going to save Arthur's voice. Shout out to Arthur, by the way. Save his voice, and then that's the voice we're going to use. So we copied and pasted the script into 11 Labs. We got our voice. We got my boy Arthur over here. Now we are literally just going to click Generate Speech, and boom, bada bing, you have your AI script and your AI voiceover now. Now, the last thing we need to do is edit the video. We have our script, we have the voiceover, we need to edit the video. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Joe, how the hell do I edit a video if I don't have any footage? You said this is fully automated. I'm not playing with Legos myself, so how the heck do I get footage? The answer is very simple. You steal other creators' footage. Now, I know I sound like an asshole when I say that because you're not supposed to be stealing any footage, or at least that's what you think. But there is a thing called fair use. Now, I'm going to be very careful when I say this. But if you are taking someone else's footage and you're transforming it with a commentary and you're transforming it with editing, that is considered fair use. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a judge in any way. I'm actually pretty fucking dumb. But fair use is a thing, and you're not going to have many problems if you're transforming the content. I'm not saying to straight up steal a 6-minute or 10-minute video of another creator's footage and just use it as your own. Literally take like 5-10 second clips with editing and with a commentary over it, and that is fair use, at least to the best of my knowledge. But what do I know? What I will say is I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I haven't been to court yet, so I'm doing pretty well. God, I'm gonna be pissed if someone sues me now. So I'm gonna make this very simple for you. Go back to your script and literally just look at what it's talking about. So let's take the Lego Eiffel Tower, for example. Lego Eiffel Tower, we're going to copy that and we're gonna go into YouTube and just search it in the search bar. And now, as you can see, a bunch of creators' videos are going to pop up, and we are just going to download the ones that look interesting. So as an example, I'm just going to click on this one. Shout out to you. Shout out to Solid Brick Studios. And also, when you use someone's footage, make sure every single time you give them credit, because they do deserve credit. And especially if you're using their footage, 100% give them the credit they deserve. So copy the link, then head over to Google and just type in YouTube to MP4 converter. I'm going to use this website called YTMP4. Just paste the link right here into that bar and then click convert. It's going to convert the video, and then you do MP4 download, and congratulations, you now have your very first video footage that you're going to use. But like I said, you're only going to be using like 3 to 5 plus maybe a little bit more seconds of this person's video. So you do need to get a couple more videos. Just do this for like 5, 10, 20 minutes. Just gather every single video, every single picture you need for the video editing process. So you're going to get maybe let's say 2 to 3 videos about the Eiffel Tower, 2 to 3 videos about the world map, 2 to 3 videos about the Captain American shield. They're not very long, so you don't need many, but just gather all your background footage. Now just head over to your preferred editing program. I like to use Premiere Pro, but I know a lot of people use CapCut, so whatever you want to use it. So all you do is take your AI voiceover and put it into the audio track, and then take your background footage and match it up with the audio. So if in the audio you're talking about the Lego Eiffel Tower, then obviously you should be showing the Lego Eiffel Tower footage. It wouldn't make sense if you're talking about the Lego Eiffel Tower, but you're showing the Lego world map. That just doesn't make sense. It's going to confuse the viewer and they're just going to click off the video. So don't do that. Now, I would recommend trying to replicate their editing style. So we are going to take a quick look at this video just to understand what type of editing they're doing. So this is literally the easiest editing style I've ever seen in my entire life. They're just using pictures and videos with simple transitions in between, which you can easily do with Premiere Pro or CapCut, whatever you choose. That is super simple. Any basic editor can do this. I think my 96-year-old grandma, shout out to her, RIP, she probably could have made this. So you need to be able to make this. If you can't, look up how to edit, but that is like beginner 101 stuff. So I edited the video very quickly, and here's the final result.
Towering landmarks to mechanical marvels, some LEGO sets are no joke. Today, we're counting down 25 of the most difficult LEGO sets ever released, and breaking down exactly why they're so hard to build.
So it's not too bad considering all in all, it probably took me only around 20 minutes to create the script, get the voiceover, get the footage, and then edit that video. That was like 20 to 30 minutes at most. And most importantly, completely free if you want it to be completely free. You don't have to pay for these AI tools if you don't want to. But we still do need to make the thumbnail because that is probably the most important thing other than the title. Getting viewers to click the video is all that matters to start as a new channel. You need a good thumbnail and a good title that match, that go together. Great packaging is the key for YouTube. Now for this, I'm literally just going to copy the thumbnail. I'm using the vidIQ to get this thumbnail right here. I'm going to click download thumbnail. I'm going to download the thumbnail. Now, once again, I put the file of the thumbnail into ChatGPT and I said, understand and analyze this thumbnail. That is all for now. I'm going to click generate and see what it does. Okay, so analyze it all. Now I'm going to say, now create a thumbnail for the Lego world map. Make sure it's 1280 by 720 because that's what you use for thumbnails on YouTube. It's going to generate the image. Let's see what it gives us. I will say sometimes it just absolutely fucks up the dimension size. So you do have to go to Photoshop and fix that, but we'll see what it gives us to start off. Okay, so this is what it generated. It is not exactly the same, but it's still pretty darn good if I'm being honest. Like I said, the dimensions did mess up, so we are gonna have to fix that in Photoshop. I'll show you how to do that right now if you don't know already. But I think I'm gonna make one other style of thumbnail just to be sure that, you know, we're really maximizing the click-through rate on our video, getting as many viewers as possible to click on the video. So we're just going to expand this a little bit on all sides, just to make it match the dimensions of a YouTube thumbnail. It might look a little bit weird, but this is also just an example. Okay, so this is what we got. We still need to add that little Lego logo in the top left. So let's go Google that and then paste it into here. Alrighty, so we got this bad boy. We're just gonna pop it on over here. That looks good to me. Now, boom, we have our very first thumbnail. And if you ask me, that looks pretty freaking good. It's not exactly the same, but it's still not too bad. But what I will say is I don't know if this is going to do well, so I am going to make one more thumbnail. And that's also just another tip. Always have a backup thumbnail because one might not perform well, so you want to test out another and just see what performs better. Now we're going to go back to the very first channel I showed you guys that's making $200,000 in a month, and we're going to use their exact strategy. So as you guys can see, they're using all of these split images. So they have one thing on the left and one thing on the right. They usually use numbers to really show it. So as an example, failed Lego items, they have this one on the left, and then they have this one on the right. So I'm going to quickly create a thumbnail like this using a template that I have. And if you guys want the template, it is in the description, completely free. So just go in the description and download that template, and you can just plug it into Photoshop or Canva and you're gonna be good to go. Okay, so I made the thumbnail. This one's looking pretty darn good. I think it's probably going to do better than the first one that AI made, but I'm going to test both just to see because you never know really. And now I'm just gonna upload the video using the same exact title, the most difficult Lego sets, or I might change it up a tiny bit and say the 25 most difficult Lego sets or 25 most difficult Lego sets, something like that, but make it very similar because that is proven to be a winning title and thumbnail strategy. So make it very similar. And now what everyone cares about, what kind of results and how much money did I make with this Lego channel? And it is actually crazy. But before I show you the results of my channel, just remember that I've been doing YouTube automation for 6 years. So of course there are a ton of things I've learned that help me get results fast, but don't expect to get results right away. It could take months of consistent uploading until you start seeing any traction at all. But if you're 100% positive YouTube automation is the job you want because you want financial freedom and the ability to work whenever and wherever you want, then I suggest you join my private community. And yes, I am going to do a shameless plug. But before you skip ahead to the results, just hear me out for 1 second. As soon as you join the community, I'm going to review your channel and give you a roadmap to improve. And this is done by only me. You're not getting some random person reviewing your channel. This is done by me personally. Or if you haven't started your channel yet, I will work with you to find one that has the potential to go viral, but also one you're interested in because that matters too. It also has a full YouTube course, weekly calls where I answer any questions that you guys have, review your channels, and there is also a section for untapped niches that are guaranteed to get early views, and so much more. And the best part, it's literally only $34 to join. Most people charge like $4,000 for this, but honestly, I'm tired of these gurus charging thousands and then just not even helping. So I decided to make this affordable community, and I'm personally going to help you. So if you want to take your YouTube automation game to the next level, click the link in the description and you're going to see results that you've never seen before. And you're going to get that financial freedom that you have been craving. And I can personally guarantee that once you join this community, if you don't see results, one, I will personally give you a little free sucky on the side, and two, full refund if you want it. I don't even care. It's $34, but I can almost guarantee that you will see results unless you literally put no effort into it. But if you put effort into it and you listen to what I say and how I help you, then you're 100% going to get results. But anyways, enough with the shameless plug. If you want to join, click the link in the description. Here are the channel results. So we consistently uploaded on this channel for about a year, and in that year it got 13.1 million views, almost 100,000 subscribers, and $50,000. Now no, that is not $200,000 a month, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I am completely fine with a couple $1,000s a month. That is cool by me. Our most popular video was 2.4 million views, 1.4 million views, 1.3 million views, 800,000, 600,000, 700,000, and on and on and on. Now, what I will say is the RPM on this channel was absolute dog shit. It was only around $3 per 1,000 views for most of the videos that were like 10, 20 minutes long. But what we did do is we compiled videos together to make them around an hour long, and that made the RPM go upwards of $5 to $10+. So that did help a little bit in the RPM department, but it was still pretty dog shit. Now you're probably also wondering how can you just compile videos together and make them into a 1 hour if you've already posted them. YouTube doesn't really care if you re-upload your videos. What I did do though was change up the intro and change up the order in which things were shown. So let's say for the 101 rejected Lego items, I might have used this video that was 5 minutes long. I might have used this video that was 10 minutes long, might have used this video that was 15 minutes long. And I literally just compiled them together and created a different and new intro, and then boom, I had a 1 hour long video. Obviously that doesn't add up to 1 hour, but I'd add more videos than that. Boom, 1 hour video, and then that was going to be like $5 to $10 RPM, and pretty much no new editing or script writing or anything like that. So just extra money with compiling them together. And this is still a very good YouTube automation niche to get into. I will say I did sell this channel. YouTube, don't come after me. I did sell this channel, so I no longer own it. I just don't really like the low RPM, but it does get insane views, as you guys can see. And I think a lot of you guys would be happy with 50,000 in just a couple months. So if you like Legos, or if you just think this niche will be good for you, you can get started with it. But if you don't want to work in the Lego niche, like I said in my private community, I have a list of niches that you guys can choose from. I handpicked them. They're all niches that will go viral from the start if you're doing them correctly. So they're very beginner friendly. You don't have to have like any knowledge in YouTube, and I'm going to help you create the videos and give you that roadmap to succeed. So click the link in the description and get in that community right now if you are serious about YouTube automation. I'd love to see you in there. I'd love to help you out. Let's get chatting. Join that thing up. Link in the description. Goodbye.